Last time out on F123 Breaking Point 2 Story Mode.
2022 season, straight out of the box. The drivers were always going to clash. That was a calculated risk.
mate. You can look at my setup data anytime you want. I've told you that. It might help.
And I've told you before, it's not a setup issue.
But the car. The car had problems.
I'm losing power! Why am I losing power? Copy that, we see it, we're looking into it. Okay, I'm afraid you're gonna have to retire the car, please, Aiden. Retire the car. You're joking!
Do you know how I look losing easy points like this? The problem is...
Jackson, that was the problem with the 2022 season. Ask anyone.
So, we are back then for another chapter of this Breaking Point series. Welcome to Chapter 2. Then, if you guys did miss the opening episode, Chapter 1, definitely be sure to go check that one out before you see this one. But let's quickly get into it. Canadian Grand Prix 6, we got a Chapter 2. Connor Sports' maiden season continues to be marred by inconsistency. But team principal Andrea Connor remains hopeful that their luck will start to change as the paddock heads to Montreal. Let's get ready for Chapter 2 then. But first, we got something to look over.
Hey boss, got a couple of minutes?
Alright, so we have these questions here. The first one, local media. With this being the home circuit, Stroll and Latifi have been all over local media this weekend. One particular outlet appeared bent on using our recent struggles to pump up the expectations of the home drivers. They indicated that Connor's were easy fodder for the Canadian pair and that our drivers shouldn't put up much competition, and we can either say we're confident or we can ignore them. Screw it, we're confident. We can pass them. Devon was on a popular streamer's channel this week and promised a behind-the-scenes tour of our factory for next Thursday. This clashes with our scheduled team building days for the engineers back at the factory. Normally, I would say we don't let Devon do it, but that video has received a lot of views. The streamer has contacted us to confirm the tour. What course of action would you take to do this? This was a harder one. That was confirm, neutral, or decline, and I said just confirm because, yes, Devon wanted it, and look, you gotta let the streamer have an idea of what the factory is like. You don't get much time to do that, right? But you can see on the top right that we had a couple of changes there. More reputation, but slight drop in performance. Oh no.
Andreo! Just going over those last-minute strategy changes you sent over.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make it clear, whatever happens out there today, I get pit priority, yeah?
Well, we'll see how the race develops. If you need priority, you'll get it. But I can't go into the race with that on the table.
Look. We all know Jackson's not pulling his weight. Now, if you want the points, I need to make sure he's not going to get in my way. Do you get me?
Devon, we've talked about this. Give Aiden some space. It's not about you getting in the way of each other. It's about everyone pulling together, racing as a team.
Of course, yeah. So, pit priority, yeah? All right, ciao.
I know Devon can be very annoying, but that was pretty slick. I'll give him that. That was actually pretty funny. Yeah, well, but here's the thing, Devon. You got to get your skill issues sorted out because clearly Aiden Jackson is the GOAT of F1. You're not, for now. But, yeah, just going over quickly the emails real quick. You saw us in the background looking at the news and the social media just before we head to the race. And so, mid-race of the Canadian Grand Prix, Chapter 2, with several laps remaining, Aiden Jackson pushes on as he hopes to secure some much-needed points for Connor Sports. So, let's see how we do around here. Circuit Giovina should be a decent track for us. Feel pretty confident as the player, but we'll see where the story mode dumps us and what cutscenes wait.
Into turn 2 we go now. Butler comes out of the pit lane. Jackson is right now with him. This is dicey, Ant. Neither one of these two wants to give way.
This would have been a lot cleaner if Jackson had just let him go. He's just not giving him an inch.
They continue onwards, still wheel to wheel, almost touching there as well, as we head down the straight towards the next chicane. Nothing to separate either car, and through the chicane we go. And now Jackson sends them both off the track, and Butler over a curb. That looked nasty.
And I do believe that one of their cars is damaged here, Crofty. I think it's Butler.
Damage, Ant, but also they've lost places too.
Unbelievable and totally unnecessary as well.
Well, one damaged car, places now to make up. What a complete mess that was.
What was that? Where did he even think he was going to go? Okay, calm yourself down. We'll look at it in the debrief later, but right now I want you to go and get those places back. Come on, let's go.
I am definitely sensing a Nico Rosberg, Lewis Hamilton vibe here between these two drivers, Jackson Butler. Although that was a very, very interesting way to send it in the chicane. I mean, he was quite a bit far back. But anyways, down to P17 here. The main objective is to reclaim 13th place for the end of the race. And because we answered that question confidently, we have to now have a bonus objective, let's say, finish ahead of Stroll and Latifi, which should give us a reputation bonus. Latifi, he's up next. He's in P15. Don't know where the heck Stroll is. He might be farther up, and hopefully he's not too far up because, well, the car is not very good in just in general, right? So let's hope the F1 gods have looked down upon us for a little bit here, and it's already catching Latifi here. At first, he's the first over. Albon is the guy in 13th there. I think there is an Alpine in between between Latifi and Albon. So we got a Williams sandwich with, I think it was Ocon, I think. Next up, we'll have to find out here. But anyways, let's focus on the present right now. We got Latifi up next here. Latifi's going to give us a squeeze to the inside. And we're going to take that inside line and say thank you very much then into the final chicane. Getting close to the wall of champions. Actually grazing the wall of champions there a little bit here, but applying the overtake once again. Let's get back to it. Then lap 13 on purple for the last second, then 16.303. Not a fastest lap though, so we have to be careful about that. Like I said, Ocon is just ahead of us. Albon 2.6 ahead though. We are getting a bit of time on him though, so hopefully we can pass him without too much trouble here. As well, I guess we're allergic to the apex there. We completely missed that one. We did hit the second one though quite well. Luckily, we'll manage to get the DRS. Purple to the first sector though, so we do have some decent pace in the corner sport car, or maybe just the air is that bad, I don't know. But, hey, we love Aiden Jackson. Aiden Jackson's the goat of F1, like I said, so of course it's got to be rapid quick here. Anyways, deploying the ERS, and on the inside we go up into P14, and we're going to ignore the fact that Aiden Jackson just completely cut the track there. You guys didn't see anything there. We make our way into the hairpin, then Albon 1.6 ahead. We're just going to miss out on DRS for this time. You got Joe in P12 there. And I still don't know where Stroll is. I feel Stroll potentially might be in the top 10.
That's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
Which I wouldn't be too surprised because that's probably most likely where he is. And for this reputation bonus, well, we got it with 1 point, then we're going to have to find the way to get it. Anyways, we've already drained the battery here, so not looking too good right now as we make our way into the first corner, then really straight into the back of Albon there, braking a bit early, the Thai driver here, but let's see if we can try and get back on him and see if we can pass him here. Let's make our way into the chicane. We just have a decent run through here. It's going to try to get the undercut line. There's a bit of a squeeze there from him. We go around the outside though, up into P13. That is the main objective complete. Now our focus is to try and see where the heck Stroll is, and I think I just saw him on the mini-map there. I think he's in P10 at the moment. Let's see how it's going to fold out here. I don't know where Vettel is though. Maybe that's Vettel. Who knows here, as I would take for another very interesting line through that chicane. But yeah, no corner cut penalties, no problem, right? We might as well abuse it while we're at it. Anyways, into the hairpin then. Lap 14. We still got, well, I think it's 5 laps? I don't even remember. I think it's 5 laps. I mean, let's just ignore the fact that sometimes 6s look like 8s. Totally, yada yada yada. Anyways then, draining the battery once again here. Unfortunately missing out on DRS2. Joe Guanyu here just up ahead of us as we make our way into the chicane. They have definitely changed that chicane to make it look more like real life in terms of the wall. Remember, the wall is a lot closer to the chicane compared to the previous game. So gonna have to take a bit of time. Oh my goodness, I can't see. We're going to take a bit of time here to get used to that as we get a big snap of roller shooting. Trying to apply the power as early as we can here. Charles Leclerc is out of the Grand Prix here, so that's going to give us all a free position as we get a massive snap of roller here. Again, as we slide away past Joe here, up into P12, and there is Stroll in P10, so confirmation that Stroll is in P10 here, but that's going to turn into P9 then as we, oh jeez, here we go again. as the tires are starting to melt and drop off. And we got Norris in between us and Stroll here, so we'll have to get past him first if we want to try and overtake Stroll here. Again, another very interesting line. I mean, I think Jackson, he's driving with so much anger that he's essentially just murdering all the track limits here. If this was real life, he'd probably have like 20 seconds worth of time penalty here. Up the inside of Norris we go, and that is us up into P10, and we now get the DRS there because we're behind Norris in the detection zone. And now see if we can corner the Stroll here into the final chicane here. Probably going to try to make a move into the first corner here. If we can get the run we can here. DRS wide open, using a bit more ERS here. We're in single digits for pretty much most of the lap here.
Okay,
I think we're just a bit too forward. Try to set it on the inside, but oh, he just manages to get across us here eventually to back up there. Didn't want to send it too much, or else it would have made wheel-to-wheel contact. We would have most likely spun out there, potentially ruining our race. As we sent it up the inside into the chicane, we left us a room there. It was a bit of a late lunge, I will admit, but still counts, okay? Anyways, Bottas up ahead. He's in P8. Then we got Tsunoda in P7. He's on the soft tires though, so it's going to be a bit difficult to catch him. But luckily, on lap 17, with just 2 laps to go then for this Canadian Grand Prix. We've already caught up to this train here, so let's see if we can try to get past here. Bottas looking a bit slow to the corner, having to pushing him through that sequence of corners here. On the inside we go, into the left here. A bit of contact there. We walked up front left tire there, went a bit wide, but luckily we managed to keep the position here. We've got the P8, and like Gasly, he's 3.4 ahead. It's going to be quite a big ask here to try and pass him. As we go on the inside, well, we tried to go on the inside there of Yuki to make a bit of contact as we run straight to the back and we break so early there. Luckily, I don't think we got any damage, or if we did, very light damage, and we're only 2 laps away from the end, so there's no really point trading here. We forced Tsunoda to the outside here. Tsunoda tries to go for the switchback here, but luckily we managed to get the move done here, and we get the DRS. The power away from him then. So let's see if we try to catch Gasly here. He is behind Alonso as well, so I'm kind of praying that those two will start to battle it out here if we want to have any chance of trying to get that top 5 spot there. Oh, that's not really going to work if we have a crappy line through the chicane every single time here. To make our way
final lap of the race.
Onto the final lap, as Mark is saying here. Into the chicane we go. And car feeling pretty nice. It is starting to definitely
space between you and the car behind.
Oh, okay, Mark just got interrupted. Alright, well anyways, I was gonna say, definitely I will notice with this car is that the tires, they definitely start to melt. Like if you start pushing it really hard. And I have a feeling that's what's gonna be like in the My Team episode. We have just such a seesaw on the wheel there. And by the way, if you're wondering where the My Team episodes are, they are coming soon, don't worry. I'm progressing through them quite quickly. It's just I need some time to edit them. The first one always takes the longest one here. Anyways, back to the action. Unfortunately, we're just out of DRS range then of Gasly here.
So the gap to the car ahead, 1.5 seconds.
Well, it's not really going to matter, is it? As we try to get a decent run, then get hairpin and wheel spin city as we power our way towards the main straight, back straight. I don't know. Anyways, powering our way down the straight here as we make our way into the final chicane for one last time here. Sainz is going to win the Grand Prix here. He gets his revenge. He gets his first victory here. We're going to come across the line in P7 here. A decent recovery for Aiden Jackson. We get the main objective, and we do manage to get that bonus objective as well, which should help us to boost our reputation quite well. But, bit of fireworks, eh? Oh boy.
So it's been a day of drama here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve today. But Ants, what stood out for you?
Well, it must be the Connor Sport moment between the two drivers there, banging wheels, not giving each other room on track. It was entertaining, of course, but definitely for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, we enjoyed it, certainly. And Aiden Jackson, well, he'd have enjoyed the result. He did well to recover.
He did do well to recover, but, you know, you never want to see two cars, if you're the team boss, seeing two cars hit each other. It's rule number 1, don't hit your teammate. Given
all the problems they've had this season, though, getting one car over the finish line, that's probably a big result for them today. Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
Looks like the podium was a bit changed here, as now we have, well, Verstappen, he lost the race. Remember, in real life, Verstappen won the 2022 Canadian Grand Prix, and Sainz came in second. He got very close to winning that Grand Prix. Hamilton, of course, came in third, but this time in the parallel universe, looks like Sainz won his first Grand Prix in the Ferrari as well. But the bigger question to ask here is, what in the world happened there between Jackson and Butler? I mean, of course, being the guy here, I feel like Butler was in the wrong here, but we'll find out. Anyways, post-race, nothing ever changes. Jackson and Butler's rivalry from the past 2 seasons seems to be alive and well, even when they're teammates. Their unwillingness to see position to each other at the Canadian Grand Prix is a bad look for Sport. Oh my gosh. We're getting all the flack for this. We recovered to P7. Hello? Where was Jackson? Not even in the points. We got 6 points for the team. You're really going to complain about that, man? Come on. I mean, uh-oh. Oh, boy.
Aiden, just a heads up. We're putting the debrief back by 30 minutes.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Listen, while I've got you on, what happened out there today?
It wasn't my fault. Devon thinks he's the only one driving.
I don't want to dwell on it too much at the meeting, but this is not how you run a team. You know this.
Of course. It's just...
No, I don't want to hear it. We have enough problems as it is. Whatever has gone on between you two in the past, I need you to put it to bed.
Sure.
I don't want to have to talk to you like this, Aiden, and I'll be saying the same to Devon. Come on now.
Sure.
See you at the debrief.
Well, looks like Andrea ain't too happy either, and I wouldn't be surprised. Anyways, that is it then for Chapter 2. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Oh boy. Let's hope that things change. See ya.